So, question for you. Have you ever noticed how a narcissist will treat you like trash, just like they hate you? But the moment you decide that you're gonna move on, suddenly they're in love with you again? Oh, wow. What a coincidence. It's almost like they don't actually care, but they just haven't found a new supply. Hey, hi, how's it going everybody? Dr. Goat here once again with another Car Talks. And today, I want to talk about narcissists and why they won't leave you until they've got a new supply. Alright guys, so this is something that, I don't know, I spent 7 years with a narcissist, and at least 4 of those years, I know that she was cheating on and off with different people. And that's really what leads me to this video. All the different times that she cheated, it would be a, you know, kind of, you could tell that something was off because she wouldn't quite act herself, wouldn't be as loving, you know, she just kind of seemed distant. All of a sudden, her phone would be like, you would not be allowed to see the phone. It would be turned away from you constantly whenever she was on it. It would be if we were out to eat or whatever we were doing, she would take her phone with her. It would never be left anywhere where I could see it. But basically, what I'm getting at here is all these different times over the years of her cheating, you know, I would find out, and I'm not necessarily sure how long she may have continued talking to these people after I found out about them, but there would be multiple times where I would find out, there would be her crying. Her apologies were always to an extent of, I'm sorry, and that was honestly about it. I'm sorry, no real explanation. If there was an explanation as to why she did it, it was always something that I did. It always came down to, if you didn't do this, or if you didn't make me feel this way, or whatever it was always my fault. Which, if you've been with a narcissist, you know what I'm talking about, because that is, they never want to take accountability for their actions. No matter how horrible their actions are, it'll be blamed on you. But it would go in a cycle of, she would seem strange, I would do my little detective work. Always felt like a detective, like some sort of spy with a narcissist. You gotta really look into things, because what they say, things that they say, are typically not gonna be the truth. So you got to do some digging to find out what's actually going on. You find it out. They might say sorry. They might cry, whatever. Get the blame off of them. And then how you know that that new supply didn't work out is they will come back to you. And that is something that took me forever to understand, because you know, she would seem distant. I'd find out about the cheating. She'd apologize. And then whenever, a few days later, a week later, the love bombing comes in. You know, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I don't know what I would do without you. And sometimes random gifts and wanting to go little vacation or just go off on date nights and whatnot that for quite a while they had not wanted to do. They would rather be by themselves, and oh my gosh, they need space and whatnot. This is while they're cheating. And it was just a cycle of that. The whole, at least, like I say, at least the 4 years that I know of was a constant cycle of that. When you're getting manipulated by a narcissist, you end up thinking very lowly of yourself, and they make you feel as if you are not worthy as a person without them. And so between that and the love bombing, it's a constant switch back and forth between them saying you're worthless and them saying like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do without you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. The love bombing there. That's a constant switch between the two, which gets your brain confused. You don't know what's the truth, what's going on, but that validation that you're getting from them, especially after them cheating and that, it feels so good. It's like, wow, okay, I do matter. So, like I said, there is a pattern that they will go through on this. And this is after you found out about the cheating, or even if you didn't find out about the cheating, I'm sure you notice they seem distant and just like they don't care. They might treat you like crap. If that new supply, if that new victim didn't work out, if that person, could see through their crap, they'll come back to you. Then the day will come. It's pretty much inevitable with a narcissist. I guess I will say it is inevitable with a narcissist. As long as you are someone that learns to value yourself and you finally get tired of the cycle that they put you through and the things, the negativity coming from them and whatnot, when you finally start to call them out and whatnot, and which typically you calling them out is going to be in the mix of that cycle, because they're running low on their supply with you. They see that you're calling them out on all their crap, and to them then it's a matter of time that they need to find their way out. They need to find their new supply. They need to find someone that's not going to question them and their actions, and someone that's going to willingly give, like I'm sure you did. I know I did anyways. But inevitably, there will come a day when they find the next supply. Another person like you that you in the beginning didn't see all their manipulation tactics, all their gaslighting, the love bombing, everything that they do. They will find that person that will give to them and that won't question their behaviors in that, and they will finally leave. That's when they finally leave. You will be stuck in a cycle until you either decide to get out of the relationship, you decide that you deserve more because you do, or they find the new supply. And then once they find that new supply, until they're for sure that supply is going to work, that's what all this different cheating was, at least for me. She was testing out the new supply. Until they're sure that new supply is going to work, they will string you along. And do yourself a favor, don't be like me, because my ex with her guy that she's with now, that came from her cheating on me, and I was trying to get her to stop things and make things work between us, and she strung me along for a few months there, and that was a living hell. Like, the relationship had a bunch of terrible points, real shitty points there, but those few months there were a living hell. Just absolutely horrible. I felt the worst about myself I've ever felt, and it's just not worth it. So keep those things in mind. Watch for when they get distant, they're quiet, they're hiding their phone, all that. Especially if you find out about them cheating, know your worth. And even if you don't know your worth, I'm going to tell you right now, if you find out about them cheating, just let them go. Let them go. It's not worth it. And just don't wait until they find the new supply, because regardless of if you're with them or not, they are going to find a new supply. You leaving them before they find the new supply and they actually cut you off, they're going to find someone quick. Don't be surprised when, even if they weren't cheating when the relationship ended, if they're a narcissist, when that relationship ends, even if it wasn't that it ended on their choice, don't be surprised when you see that they're in another relationship within a couple weeks, because they cannot stand being alone. But anyways, I hope that helped you guys to see things a little more clearly. It took me quite a while to truly understand that's the reason she kept coming back after all these different times of cheating. It wasn't that she loved me, it was that this new supply didn't work out. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you've been with someone like this. And as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.